Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Chris Gunther Show. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. High school basketball season is only a few weeks away. What better way than to open it up with a couple sit-downs with some coaches. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back Coach Birch. What's up, Coach? How you doing?
I'm great, Chris. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you, too. It's crazy. Last time we saw each other, COVID wasn't here, and now it's here. So, how's the family doing? How's everybody, trying to cope?
Just like everyone else, you kind of take it as it comes, and the last 7 months have been crazy. So we saw you towards the beginning of March, and tournament play was underway, and then the next week, boom, everything hit, and here we are,
Literally.
7 months later, trying to navigate. But family's good. We're trying to just take it day by day.
Yeah, especially with, the uncertainty. Nobody genuinely knows what's going to happen. And, with everything going on, I think it's still good that, the season will continue. How's the team looking so far?
So far so good. You said the COVID's definitely, as coaches, we've all had to make some adjustments. And some of the team things that you're used to doing, you can't, because you can't be in the locker room. You can't be close quarters. But the kids have been great. They've been resilient. We didn't get our summer league. We didn't get our shootouts this summer. So we're trying to figure out a lot about our team right now. Losing 9 seniors from last year, we had a lot of question marks coming into this year. And, right now we're just kind of challenging these guys in practice and seeing who's going to step up to be the next group.
And let's take it back through that last year. You guys had a phenomenal senior class. You guys went, I believe it was 22-2 just for the entire season. How special was that for you?
Yeah, the last 2 years we've had a great run, and those seniors last year were a huge part of that. You're not going to be able to replace some of those guys and what they brought to the table, but as coaches, you really, I don't think you should try to replace guys. You just try to take the next group and build on what they do well. But those seniors last year were a special group to me individually, just personally and as a coach. And I miss those guys, but I love this new group, and we're ready to move on with the new crew.
The new crew includes Ethan, who played a phenomenal role for you guys last year. I remember coming to the games, seeing him and Derek and, Tommy hitting those threes. And I was just man, this team has a lot of weapons. Yeah. But, this year you got, the senior Ethan coming back. How's he looking? Really
good. He had a really nice offseason. He was able to get into the AAU circuit a little bit. Starting to gain a little attention from colleges. And, his skill set, I think, projects really well at that next level. And he's a kid that we're really going to build around this year. He's a 2-year starter. He can play inside, outside, and it's something that, no surprise, he's going to be our focal point. I think everyone that we play is going to know that. But the good thing is he has some guys around him that I think are going to benefit from him being the focal point, and that are going to be able to make some plays.
Have there been any players that have surprised you in terms of growth this early?
Up to this point, I think so far it's what we expected, both good and bad. Trey DePietro is another kid that came on significantly for us at the end of last year. He's a bigger kid too. He's about 6'5". So we got the twin tower action going inside right now that we're trying to utilize that. You don't see that happen much in high school basketball anymore, where you have 2 post players that you could build off of. And that's been our focus right now. And our guards are young and talented. Senior class has been around. They've always done everything right, and they're kind of waiting in the wings right now for their opportunity. And the junior class is talented with guys that are capable. We just got to figure out when the lights are on and the game picks up a little bit. Is the talent going to translate onto the floor on game night? And I'm confident in them, but you don't really know until game 1 gets here. So,
how have you guys looked so far in the scrimmages?
We haven't had any scrimmages yet. Our first one is next week. We go over to Canton McKinley with the Bulldogs and Cleveland Central Catholic. So. We're going right into the fire in terms of scrimmages right off the get, and I'm excited for that, because we're going to know a lot. When we leave Canton next Wednesday, we're going to know a lot in terms of where are we and where do we need to go. I don't expect it to be perfect. You have a lot of new players. We basically have about 9 or 10 new guys trying to figure out their roles and who they are. So there's going to be some growing pains over the next few weeks here, but we got to grow and develop really quickly, because the season starts quick.
The last time I saw you guys, you had an unfortunate setback, second round of the tournament. But to see you guys do something historical, you go 22-2, something that hadn't been done in school history. How much motivation, for as the kids that are coming in now, how much did that loss motivate them?
I think it motivates them in terms of getting back to where that team was. Again, with so many new faces, they got to find their own motivation now, I think. And to me, their motivation is to maintain a standard that, last year's senior class and the senior class before that, and really over the last 3 or 4 years have established, in terms of playing hard every possession, doing things the right way, carrying themselves with class on and off the floor. These are things that they're capable of doing, and they're talented enough to do it, but now they got to challenge themselves to hold that standard up. And it's exciting as a coach. Last year going into the year, we knew what we were going to get from most of our roster. We knew what guys were capable of and what our strengths were. This year we're still learning that, which is exciting because it's a new challenge. We think we know what we can do. We think we know what we need to get better at, but we're going to learn. We're going to learn and get better as the year goes on. I'm excited for this group because as much as last year is motivation for us as a program to take the next step, I think these guys have to find their own individual motivation to be the best they can be right now.
How much fun was it for you as a coach? You saw how spectacular that group, was, but now you have a chance to start fresh. So how much fun is it as a coach to start from scratch and to, just get right back into the trenches?
Yeah, I think a lot of coaches, really like that aspect of it. Sometimes going into last year, I think we had a lot of high expectations and a little bit of pressure around the program. Like, we had a really good year the year before. Can we take the next step? Can we improve upon that? And that was fun because that was his own challenge. And, the seniors really bought into that last year in terms of, improving a little bit on our record and trying to take another step. And now it's back to some of the fundamentals. It's back to some of the, X's and O's and kind of redeveloping ourselves. What we did well last year, we might not be able to do as well this year, but we still have strengths that we could build on. So as a coach, you're trying to evaluate, okay, these first couple of weeks, what is it that we're going to hang our hat on? What's going to be our calling card this year? So it's fun.
When does the season kick off?
We officially begin right now on December 4th versus Cleveland Benedictine.
All of the D1 schools, particularly, the ones that Boardman face, they're always big, they're always tough. Mm-hmm. How excited are you guys to go up against them this year?
Yeah, absolutely. you don't want to look too far ahead down to the tournament, but we know that district is loaded. There's some different changes coming to tournament play this year in terms of where you're going to get seated and where you're going to get placed on the bracket. So that'll be interesting to see how that works out. But in terms of regular season, we got some challenges. Like I said, Cleveland Benedictine to start. We have Cheney game 2 right off the get. So 2 very good teams, and I know that's going to be a battle. And we have Uniontown Lake in December. We have Poland somewhere in there too. So our off season or out of conference schedule is going to be challenging, and we have some other bigger schools as the year goes on. We really tried to keep our schedule challenging because at the end of the day, you got to be ready for when that tournament comes around.
Out of all of the teams on the schedule, I know me from a former player standpoint, we would always look ahead and say, I can't wait for this game. You as a coach, if you had to choose one game right now that you're really excited to see how your team does against, who would that team be?
Cliche, but game 1. Just because I can't wait to see these guys when it really matters. And with the lights on and, we always say the bullets flying a little faster, how are they going to respond? But I mentioned game 2 at Cheney. That was such an exciting game last year for us. And, I know they're super talented this year. And then any local game, it's always exciting. Our conference games are exciting. You got, Fitch twice, Harding twice, Canfield. Those are just such good battles for us. Poland, that was an out-of-conference game. Honestly, it's hard to choose one because I know we have so many challenges ahead of us that it's going to be an exciting year, and we're going to have to be up for every single game this year, which is going to be fun.
Coach, the coronavirus came out of nowhere, and it built a lot of adversity in this country, and it built a lot of things that nobody saw coming. But that also comes with coaching and with basketball. What kind of things have you wanted to instill in your players in order to push through adversity?
Like you said, everyone's dealing with this, so we're all in the same boat. And right now we've dealt with it a little bit, but as a program, we've been kind of fortunate to be able to move forward. Not have a whole program shut down or something. The lessons we've tried to learn from it are, let's really appreciate every day that we're in this gym. Every day we keep saying it's a blessing to be in here because you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. I think COVID has shown us that, whether it's our decision or the governor's decision, we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So, when you walk into this gym, is this the best that you can be in practice right now? Are you giving your best effort? Which I think translates to other things in life too. Like, hey, right now in school there's challenges. You're online, you're remote learners. There's different platforms that kids are on. Are you attacking each day in school the best you can do, like we're trying to preach in basketball? Because you never know what's going to come tomorrow. So that's been our message. And it's tough. These kids just want normal. They just want to have fun and enjoy the sports that they love, and they want everything to be back to normal like we all do. But as adults, we're just trying to guide them through it.
Definitely. Coach, appreciate you. Before we get out of here, if anybody wanted to connect with the team, how can they do that?
We have Boardman Basketball on Facebook. We have a Twitter account for Boardman Basketball. This year, a lot of our games will be live streamed through our school television network, which will probably be a major resource for a lot of people.
And through the Chris Gunther Show. Just wanted to put that out there, guys.
One of our #1 fans here. We love having Chris in the gym, and he's been a good luck charm for us over the last couple of years.
It's been a lot of fun too, man. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, they will definitely have fun doing this. Coach, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We hope to see you in the gym here soon.
Definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Pat Birch on the Chris Gunther Show. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and share this video, the Chris Gunther Show. See you next time. I'm out.